Planning a visit to your local Burger King? Do yourself a favor and don't order these menu items. From unappetizing calorie bombs to fish sandwiches that might not be so fresh, here are some fast food meals you should absolutely never order at Burger King. Burger King's Single Stacker King is a quarter pounder topped with bacon, cheese, and what the fast food chain calls a special stacker sauce. Calorie-wise, it's nothing too crazy, coming in at a digestible 700 calories, while its big brother is that burger on steroids.
What more do you want?
You got the single, you got the double, you got the triple.
Hey, King, I think I might have dripped on you.
The Triple Stacker King is huge, obnoxious, and has more calories than any other item on the Burger King menu. This monster burger includes 3 patties, multiple slices of cheese, and more bacon than anyone should ever consume in a single sitting. In short, it's a beast of a burger that's best avoided. Before getting into the Triple Stacker King's calorie count, remember when critics slammed Burger King for its smoked bacon and cheddar double Angus burger in 2012? The burger was 966 calories, a fact that rattled Tam Fry, a spokesperson for the National Obesity Forum. Fry remarked that, "This burger is the height of irresponsibility, and if left unfettered, the food industry will do nothing to help stem the current obesity epidemic." Well, with its gut-busting 1,370 calories, the Triple Stacker King basically laughs in the face of those critics. And considering how many calories are in this burger, you'd expect every bite to be a taste of beefy heaven. Well, brand eating doesn't exactly give it a winning endorsement. The reviewer felt the burger was good if you wanted a bunch of meat and cheese, but concluded, this was a bit much for me. Considering that it's stuffed with 6 slices of bacon, it's safe to say Burger King's Triple Stacker King is a bit much for everybody. The Big Fish is essentially Burger King's answer to McDonald's Filet-O-Fish, only far more disappointing.
It's fishing season at Burger King.
The good news is that you do get some lettuce, pickles, and tartar sauce to help you choke it all down. Meanwhile, the breaded Alaskan pollock fillet is reportedly left in a warming tray for far too long. One supposed former Burger King employee wrote on Reddit that, "The Burger King I worked at had the same 2 or 3 fish fillets in the warmer for entire days sometimes." We sincerely hope that's an exaggeration, but other employees have made similar claims about the sandwich, telling presumably horrified Reddit readers that they also keep some surplus so they don't have to make it new each time someone orders it, so you may be getting old fish. Let's say you order the Big Fish because of its relatively low 510 calories. Can you at least expect it to taste good? According to Business Insider, the answer is absolutely not. The website reviewed 7 fast food fish sandwiches, and the Big Fish came in 5th. The reviewer wrote, "This fish is gray and sad, like the last lonely tuna at the fish market. In other words, this is one fish you'll want to toss back." The Bacon King consists of 2 beef patties, a few slices of American cheese, and 6 strips of bacon that's all but drowned in ketchup and mayo.
All right, we're gonna take you for the tour. First floor, bun. Second floor, 2 patties. Third floor, penthouse, 6 strips of bacon, sesame seed roof.
As pointed out by Paste, the burger is also an exact replica of Wendy's popular Baconator. Is there no honor amongst fast food chains anymore? Beyond that, it seems like the only thing that differentiates the Bacon King from the Double Stacker King is that they left off the Stacker special sauce, opting instead for ketchup and mayo. When all is said and done, the Bacon King reigns supreme when it comes to calories, saturated fat, and sodium. In other words, you'll have to cycle for several hours to burn off the 1,040 calories and 26 grams of saturated fat. Here's hoping you have an especially perky spin instructor. Fast food is often relatively easy on the wallet, but sometimes you have to wonder if the deal is too good to be true. Case in point, Burger King's chicken nuggets. In 2018, the company rolled out this promotion.
Has the king gone crazy? He's offering 10 crispy, juicy white meat chicken nuggets for just $1.
Wendy's and McDonald's certainly doesn't offer that sort of deal on chicken nuggets. While 10 nuggets for $1 is a good deal, it begs the question, why are they so cheap? It might be a classic case of getting what you pay for. To that end, one Chowhound user bluntly declared, "BK's chicken nuggets officially suck. They were flat, think half the thickness of a McD's nugget, tasteless, and the meat was unidentifiable." And Business Insider isn't a big fan of the nuggets either, writing that, "They're firm but not crispy compared with other options. These nuggets have a spongy texture that feels questionable. Thanks, but no thanks, Burger King. We'll be getting our chicken nugget fix elsewhere." Clearly, Burger King isn't winning any points when it comes to burger creativity, and the Rodeo King is another big disappointment.
Answer the question! Did you order the Rodeo Burger?
The burger is really just the Bacon King, only they slapped on a few onion rings and swapped out the ketchup for barbecue sauce. That's it, folks. Nothing else to see here. Burger King did somehow manage to jack up the burger's calorie count, and at 1,480 calories, it has even more calories than the friggin' Triple Stacker King. Oh, and we sure hope you like a good morning walk.
Burger King for breakfast? Yes, there's such a thing.
Because you're going to be walking for hours and hours and hours to shed the calories packed into this burger. Doesn't that seem like an awful lot of work for a few extra onion rings and a bit of barbecue sauce? You might think we're being unfairly harsh about the Rodeo King. Is it perhaps bursting with juicy flavor that makes up for these high-calorie crimes? If only that were the case. Grubgrade's reviewers said they wished the burger had more bread to make up for the overwhelming saltiness. And a supposed Burger King employee wrote on Reddit that the burger is basically a stomachache just waiting to happen. Sometimes it's the seemingly low-key menu items you have to worry about. Let's say you walk into your local Burger King because you want to see if you still love a Whopper the way you did as a teenager. Perhaps you think ordering the Whopper Jr. is a smart choice. After all, it's only 310 calories compared to the Whopper's 660 calories. But not so fast. Whatever you do, don't order that Whopper Jr. because you may come to regret it. And not just because it's one of Burger King's most bullied burgers.
Did you bully this burger?
Well, yeah. This is a defenseless Whopper Jr. It can't defend itself.
I don't mean anything by it.
It's just for laughs.
Here's the lowdown on this seemingly innocent junior burger. It appears the Whopper Jr. is a highly unpopular burger. If the Burger King menu was high school, the Whopper Jr. would win the superlative of most forgettable in the yearbook. And since it's an unpopular choice, the patties are reportedly not so fresh. That is, if one alleged Burger King employee can be believed. Writing on Reddit, the supposed Burger King staffer said, "Never, never, never buy the Whopper Jr. Not enough people buy them, so they just sit out and go bad." This rabble-rousing Redditor goes on to say that the burgers simply take too long to make fresh, and apparently, managers tell employees to use the super old patties that have been sitting around for a while. Yikes. Of course, eating at Burger King isn't doing your health any favors, so if you really want a Whopper, just go ahead and order the real deal. That way, you apparently have a much better chance of getting a burger that's made fresh. If you want chicken, don't go to Burger King. It's not their specialty, and you're likely to get something that leaves you feeling totally disappointed.
When it comes to flame grilling, the king always outranks the colonel.
Does he though? Because in a fast food grilled chicken sandwich showdown, Eat This Not That ranked Burger King's grilled chicken sandwich dead last. The reviewer even said that the chicken tastes dry and artificial and has a quote, jarring floral nuance. Since then, Burger King has swapped out the mayonnaise for honey mustard, but it doesn't seem to have helped much. One YouTube reviewer said the sandwich just doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, and people on social media are similarly underwhelmed. Another unsatisfied customer wrote on Twitter, "I just tried the new grilled chicken sandwich. I took one bite and almost vomited. For $5, you should be ashamed of yourself." Meanwhile, another customer wrote, "Tell me how you pay almost $6 for a grilled chicken sandwich, not the meal, just the sandwich, and there's more bread and lettuce than chicken." According to one supposed Burger King employee on Reddit, it's not the best idea to order the sandwich if you're in a hurry. The chicken is usually grilled only after somebody puts in an order, and that can take quite a bit of time. A word to the wise, you're at Burger King, so order a burger instead. Considering that the plant-based Impossible Whopper isn't available at every Burger King, it may seem a little premature to add the item to this list, but we have our reasons. First off, it's probably not a bad idea to double-check your burger patty when you order an Impossible Whopper.
It's made of f***ing beef right here, you see that? That's beef.
We swear, it's not beef.
Don't be so sure about that. A Burger King in Brooklyn, New York was reportedly caught misleading customers into thinking they were getting a vegan Impossible Whopper, but they were actually served regular Whoppers with beef. Then there's the issue of the sandwich itself. You might think the Impossible Whopper is a healthier alternative to the beef Whopper, but that's not necessarily the case. Sharon Zarabi RD, director of the bariatric program at Lenox Hill Hospital, told Healthline, "Health-wise, I don't think it makes much of a difference. I wouldn't define it as healthier, I would define it more as ethical. While it does have a lower cholesterol level, the Impossible Whopper has a lot more sodium than the traditional Whopper, a whopping 1,080 milligrams compared to the 980 milligrams in a beef Whopper. Social media seems divided on the Impossible Whopper's taste. One dissatisfied customer wrote on Twitter, "Impossible Whopper tasted like a dry, bland garden burger, while Whopper tasted like beef. Not impressed." Meanwhile, other customers seem to like it, with one fan inelegantly tweeting, "I tried the Impossible Whopper and I'm a happy camper. I'm glad more fast food places are getting vegetarian options that don't taste like absolute ass." Meanwhile, this lady was way into it.
You have to take a bite. It's delicious.
You want a piece?
It's really good.
Of course, everyone has their own reasons for wanting to try the Impossible Whopper, but if you're getting it because you think it's the healthier choice, you may want to think again. Burger King has relied on their signature croissant'wich to entice early rising customers since the early 80s.
Our sizzling bacon, tender ham, or sausage.
While there's a wide variety of croissant'wiches to choose from, we're more concerned about the sausage-on-sausage variety. The doubled-up sausage version is a gasp-worthy 710 calories. Burger King's signature Whopper has fewer calories than that, coming in at 660 calories. And here's some more bad news for you. A lot of people on Reddit seem to think the quality of the croissant'wich has gone way downhill in recent years, with one customer writing, "I had the croissant'wich a few weeks ago and it was very underwhelming." Another unhappy camper wrote, "I tried ordering one a few times the past year or so and I never finished them, and I just can't stomach their eggs anymore for some reason." Maybe your local Burger King has a delicious croissant'wich that's on point. And if not, you gotta admit, a breakfast that contains 710 calories and tastes like piping white-hot trash is a terrible way to start the day. We recommend marching on until you find a healthier breakfast option. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.